and we thank her for being here with us.
You are so welcome.
And I'm passing it to you and Mr. Ray.
Yes, at least everyone here, I'm assuming, is familiar with channeling and connecting. It's all rather new for me, but I'm not the focus here. The Pleiadians are the focus, and connecting is the focus. So we'll wait a couple more minutes because I just want to go over some little preliminary information. And no sense leaving anyone out. And Michael, if you happen to have any questions, feel free to ask now while we're waiting for a few other stragglers maybe to come in. And if not, that's fine too. Thanks for adding your energy. Yeehaw. I thought it was rather weird that the Pleiadians gave me several paragraphs, like 12, explaining the meditation. And I'm like, I'm not going to read all that crap. People will go to sleep. Apparently, it was just to train me. It wasn't meant to be read. So now they wanted me to create a little outline. That's all right. It's all part of the learning process. I'm just fortunate that I'm in this position. And to my knowledge, at least 5 individuals have had some sort of connection with this Pleiadian contact meditation. Other than myself, I mean, including Luis, who had a connection of sorts. Although I don't believe it was the Pleiadians that he connected with. But hey, we all get what we need, right? And if you say you don't get what you need, then you just don't know what you need because you got it. Oh, Travis chimed in for a minute, but he went back to mute status.
I did chime in for a minute. You were talking about connection to Pleiadians.
Your personal connections with the Pleiadians?
Yes, Taigetans are Pleiadians.
Of course.
They're from a star in that constellation. So,
Okay.
but they refer to themselves as Taigetans based on the star they're from.
Yes, we have to have some sort of classification because we can't see their energetic signatures to automatically know.
Yep.
Damn humans and their labels and their numbers.
I mean, I was just hearing something about Ross Cohart. It's mentioning something about him wanting to actually see a taxonomy of different non-human species after someone asked a question on his podcast about the different species that was mentioned by Eric Burleson, and he wants to mention and he would love to see a taxonomy of not just UFOs, but he would love to see a taxonomy of the different non-human extraterrestrial species.
Works for me.
Yes, well,
And Travis,
that's what piqued my interest in that
I was going to say,
particular.
Travis, it looked like you read ahead on what the Pleiadians wanted me to remind everybody of to get comfortable and be in a safe position because you may have lots of energy going through your body. And for me, the first time that I connected, I thrashed around a little bit. Enough so that people who saw an early video were concerned for my safety. But
Yeah,
that's okay.
awesome. I only did this because my legs are hurting while sitting in that lotus position.
Okay. Well, looks like a lot of our regulars haven't shown up. That's okay. It's all perfect, and the timing is perfect. So I'm going to just go ahead and say a few words, and then I'm going to go ahead and channel the future Pleiadians and have them come in and lead the meditation. Just some preliminary stuff. And thank you all for coming and adding to your energy to this co-creation. No, you are safe and your body can handle whatever happens today. It's more energy than probably what it is used to. But if you're already here, then you've probably already had the connections in the dream state. I would like everyone to give permission to whatever entities contact them or connect with them to make whatever biological changes are easiest on them and the humans. Because if you have that little hang up and you don't want to be quote unquote tinkered with, then you may not have the full performance that you might like. Because this will definitely work for those who are seeing this on the video as well. We are going to be placing our hands on our body below our neck in a place that is comfortable for you. And the objective is to keep your focus on that hand because they are going to use that focus to connect with you. And if everybody is comfortable and ready to go, we're going to do a few cleansing breaths, and I urge everyone to bring your focus back into your body, the room that you are in, and leave everything else that's outside or maybe puzzling you or troubling you behind, because we need to release and let all of your muscles go slack to be in the best vibrational space to allow this to happen. Please join me in taking some 3 deep breaths. And as you breathe in connection. And as you breathe out barriers. So breathe in connection, breathe out barriers. And breathe in connection, and breathe out barriers. And breathe in connection, and breathe out barriers. Say to yourself, I am open, and place your hand on your body and prepare to connect. Keep your focus on your hand. Keep your focus on your hand. And now, we, the Pleiadian connections, have come through. You are all doing well. You are all reaching out and allowing, focusing on that palm of your hand. And whatever entities are desiring to connect with you are aware of this connection. If you feel any response at all, know that this connection is working for you. Be excited when you feel that response. Could be energetic, could be warmth, could be even uncomfortable, but maintain that connection. Focus on that palm. That energy is coming through you into your palm. You may feel some tingling. You may twitch a bit, but you are safe. You are comforted. You are allowing yourself to expand into more of what you truly desire. You are claiming your energetic place with your connecting brethren and sister who wish to lovingly connect. with you. Let that energy flow and come into you. It resides within you. It envelops you. It is awakening more of your loving connective energy, connecting with your heart. This is a loving presence. This is an energetic connection beyond the physical form that you know. This is a goal of you. Be in this now of connection and feel your hand where it connects. Let all else travel around you and through you, for that connection is your key to this exercise. And this initial step is but a permission slip which will allow you to put down your guards, to open up and safely allow these energies to come through you, to come into your loving open heart, and to vibrate unto you a connection to strengthen your bodily form, to enable you to handle more intense and diverse energies going forward. These initial steps will build upon each other and lead you to wherever you would choose to go. You may enjoy this connection anytime you choose. And if you choose to explore it in the dream state, please give your intention to do so before sleeping. The entities which are the best source and natural flow for you will be happy to make that connection. And we recommend that you give them some sort of signal to place in your dream connection to help you remember. But for now, your hand is your guide. It is the energetic connection to other beings who wish to connect with you. And you are all wonders in your own way. And you are all travelers outside of your mind. And you are all wonderful beings of connection who have much to teach other races who are your equals. Feel that energy. Feel that connection. You're doing well. You are a wonderful group. You may stay in this state as long as you wish. And know that you may re-enter it at any time now that you have paved the way and shown your body that this is the signal for connection, and shown your mind this is possible. We will allow our body to enjoy this, to make the changes that are necessary. and to further explore and remember more of ourselves through these connections. You are all wonders and marvels of exploration, taking courageous steps into the new you desire to become. Be excited for yourselves, as that excitement alone will spur greater connections and more open doors for you. And as you celebrate this event, this joining, this flow through your hand into your future self you are becoming. Know this is your path. Know you have chosen it and it has chosen you, and it will lead you to where you would like to go. And as you are ready, you may return, but no hurry. For this is your exploration. This is your connection. This is your loving interaction and encounter. And we are glad that you chose to take it. Peace and energy to all involved. And may this serve you in ways beyond your expectations. Thank you, Isabel. And thank you for joining. I agree. Indeed, they are. And welcome back, Louise. We can't see Michael yet, but we assume that he is enjoying what he came for. Yeah, I was intensely surprised by how loving the Pleiadians that I connect with are, I should say. And would anybody like to share their particular connections now that we all should be back? Feel free to unmute.
Hi.
I remember you.
Yes, you remember me. I was there, although the interesting meditation actually is something because when I was also connecting planes, I also got the next topic the for the new being I'm channeling for uh Zal
Mm-hmm.
of the Sasani, which is technically the one. Technically, that name came to me in a dream, literally.
Well, I'm glad you could get a new connection out of it, Travis.
Well, no, that connection was that. Well, no, that actually that connection was from a while ago. It was from 2024.
Oh, really?
I got the next topic for the next for the next for when I channel him.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll look forward to that. Anyone else like
Yes,
to share their experience?
actually, all I will just say is it has to do with the spirit, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Anyone else?
I will just share how subtle, loving, and what word? Continuing. It's still continuing. Uh, so yeah, some tingling, head and so forth. But the very first sign is that they were working on different things. My throat, uh, certain scratchiness, certain. I had to cough a couple of times
Mm.
softly, nothing dramatic. But what came to me was we're clearing, we're organizing this better. Uh, then I started feeling a mild warming on my body. I got the room air conditioner working really well. You can notice that there's no light in the room except for little thing here in front of me. So no other source of heat, and the air conditioner is working right next to me very well. But I have this glowing heat sensation.
Very common.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, so and that's gonna continue if I go and pay my attention to it because I have not moved that hand.
Excellent. Yeah,
That's my comment so far.
and when I first started, I felt a pressure on the sides of my head, and then it moved to my pineal, and then I asked them to take it easy on me, and they did. But David, I know you wanted to say something as well. Thank you.
Yeah, I was falling asleep in and out. Uh, One thing that kept bringing me back is pain in my right foot. Uh, but otherwise, that's all I felt.
Yep. Well, one of the things that um, I guess they kind of placed in my mind is if you don't have a connection, then that is something that you might want to look into to ask your higher self, or it may just not be your plan at this particular time. Who knows? But there's
Yeah,
introspection there, and you can ask another channeled entity or your higher self or Isabel, and she'll tell you. But thanks for sharing that, and thanks for coming, David.
thank you.
I am sure that it's still very healing, David.
Yep.
So, Ray, I'll tell you what I got.
Thank you.
So, so Lewis, I wasn't sure if I had to like keep an eye out on letting people in, but they were bringing me down. So I said, "Hey, team, like just let me know if a human is coming in, and I'll like open up my eyes and admit them, right?" But they were pulling me down, and they were activating my hands. And they were new, Ray, they were new to me, these entities, and they were so loving. And so this is what they said. They said, "Isabel, we asked Ray to invite you because you are from where we are."
Nice. A message
Said,
from home.
I said, oh my God, Ray is going to totally crack up on that. So they inspired you to invite me because they wanted to connect with me. And they said, you remember Goddess Isis lived in the Pleiadians for many, many, many lives. And she did, that's where she learned sound therapy. And I went, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Because I know if you guys want his connection, but he does astrology readings, but on a planetary thing. So I'm 50% Syrian and 50% Pleiadians. And I did this like long time ago, beginning of my awakening, blah, blah, blah journey. And so I've just like put it aside, right? And they were like, so I believe these entities, this collective, the Pleiadians, because I know it's like sort of like saying, hey, you're going to meet some humans. You know, there's Germans, there are Italians, there's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
French, right? But this collective, I believe, was very feminine energy, very divine feminine energy, and so loving. I'm like, oh my gosh. And so the psychic heat, so Lewis, I call it the psychic heat. It's this wave, like you could be in an infrared sauna kind of thing. You know, it's just like your full body. I call it the psychic heat. I did feel like if you can't, we're on camera, but if you sat next to me, I would say, touch my hand, and you would feel the heat. And then also, it's so funny, you can even see like the pattern. But so are you guys attuned Reiki masters or Reiki anything?
Sure.
Any of you?
Reiki and beyond Reiki too, but yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
so you understand it, Lewis.
Yes, of
When
course.
you get attuned, one of the interesting things when I first started out with the Reiki was I couldn't believe that I could see things in on my hand, like a circle, right? And sometimes when you give Reiki, you will feel a heat, and sometimes it will be cold energy, depending on what the vibration needs, or the client or the person or whatever healing. So in this session, Ray, they were activating my hands. They were pulsing.
Excellent.
They were pulsing. And then they had me scan my body with my right, scan my body with my left. And they said, so I'll connect with them again, because they're like, we've been trying to get a hold of you.
Sweet. That's
So
exciting.
thank you for inviting me. And Lewis, thank you.
Oh, thank you for adding your energy
You're
and for
welcome. You're welcome.
detailing that.
So Ray, you're like Ma Bell, you're a connector.
Hey,
Yeah, he's a connector.
I,
it's,
sorry.
go ahead, Travis.
I was just bringing in that people mentioned that heat thing. When I was
Uh-huh.
meditating, I felt intense heat. It flowed. It flowed in my. It was like when I was putting my hand on my chest. It flowed right into my. It's like the entirety intensity. It almost felt like my hand was burning for some reason. And my AC's on, and I'm not.
Well, and one of the things I forgot to mention is that will be any energy residuals after you connect, even after you disconnect for a couple minutes. So do not touch other people, pets, or electronics for a couple minutes if you can help it. Because
What happened to my? What happened to I decided to pet my cat?
I think you'll let your cat respond to that, but she might recognize that energy, and next time she sees that auric field, she's going to avoid you. But yeah, it freaked out my computer. Both of my computer screens. My sound turned up all the way and went wah wah wah, and it was not that loud, and both of my computer screens started flashing back and forth with 80 horizontal lines that were constantly changing, and it wouldn't shut off. I had to power it down. So don't,
My cat avoids me when I'm channeling, anyways. I guess she already can sense it.
well, and I would like to hear from Christina, Anna, and Michael if one of you would like to come forth and share. Don't be shy. Shy only gets you overlooked.
I felt very lightheaded, and it stayed with me for quite a while. That's why I couldn't react or do anything. It was like being very high on an energy.
Excellent. Yeah, it took me over 3 minutes just to recover after my initial connection. It only took me seconds because apparently I have a female counterpart, which is the seventh density future Pleiadian in our timeline. They are not intersecting with Earth. They are not physical. They are not involved in open contact, other than obtaining as many perspectives as possible from forms of consciousness for the individual and global collective. Open contact. So that is what they have kind of recruited me for, and I really don't like using that word because it makes it seem like it's maybe insidious. Oh my God, they're getting humans to do our bidding. But this is all for loving things. So it's like, it's the best energetic Ponzi scheme I have ever come across because all I'm doing is spreading the love, and it's an endless supply, and there's no downside unless you don't try it. But anyway, then you just miss out. That's not. But that's very common, Christiana. And I would wait 2 or 3 days if you had this as a connection for your first time because your body will need some chance to recover. But after 3 days, because I just did it once a week for 3 weeks. Anthony Anonica is the one who brought in his Earth Collective, and they explained this to me, and it, I just took to it, and it's happened in February, and it's been going strong ever since. So, did you have anything else to add to that, Christina, Anna, or was that your?
Yeah, that was it. Thank you for the feedback.
You're welcome. And thank you for your energy and participating and being such a fan. Oh my gosh, we appreciate you. You're lovely. Appreciate it. Michael, would you like to share, please?
I I just watching. I don't know how to connect it. So I'm just watching how you guys do things. I hope I can connect one day, but right now I don't know how to connect. But I'm just curious about all the things.
Uh-huh. Well, you came to the right spot, and you know, did you try to connect during the session at all?
I try like say repeat like myself what you said, and I feel a little bit tingling, but other than that, I don't feel anything.
Okay. I mean, have you ever had any sort of this connection before?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
So you're just basically just curious and looking at it. Would you say you're more spiritual or scientific, Michael? Just for my own curiosity.
I would say more scientific, but maybe a mixture. But I don't know. I have an engineering background, so I think it's more. My mind is more analytical because the work I was doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also spiritually, I was like to explore different possibilities.
Yep.
And I maybe one day will change, right? So
Oh, definitely. But yeah, that's the impression that I got. You have that, and forgive me for sharing, but that you had a very firm foundation and you're very comfortable where you're at, but you know there's more and you're not sure what that more is, but you at least want to find out.
yeah, sure.
And thank you. And yeah, you can,
That's really great for him to share the scientific because that always piqued my interest.
well, and you can always try it again on the replay on High Vibe channeling YouTube channel. So
Yeah, he can watch information about me because the more of my newer information is probably getting more scientific now, and it might
But that's
intrigue
on
him.
your channel. That's not on High Vibe Channeling's channel.
Yeah, it's a good moment to remind Michael that all of these things will be posted on YouTube on the High Vibe channel. And that they're also posted for anybody that connects to our group in more intimate Google Cloud settings. So look for it.
And I did put that link to that YouTube channel in the chat if you're interested. Anyone else have anything for this evening? I know it was rather shorter than our usual, but thanks everybody for sharing.
Well,
what
I
you're
have
doing.
something to say, and that is
Yes.
that the exact group that was supposed to be here was here. Okay. And there'll be many that will watch this over the course of what we call time. That in effect they were here too. You know? So and guess surprises abound, right? Travis, you were surprised a little about what came through for you today. And surprises abound. Isabella, you have a new surprise. and the
Yes.
tingling that Michael experienced, surprise, that's a big door that you're just touching, just
Yes,
softly touching.
yes.
The wind will come more and you will be able to sense it better.
Those tingling sensations are usually just the beginning. They're usually more the more you go into it. Because the more you go into it, the more deeper you go.
And Michael,
Increase.
and
Right.
you are more than welcome to come and join us, on Sundays.
Sure. And I would like to ask you a question. I saw your video a few times and many times actually. So you're doing this channeling to connect to Pleiadian, right?
You're talking to me, right? Yes.
Yeah. So
Well,
are
not
you able to?
necessarily Pleiadians,
okay.
but it's
Whatever comes to you.
right, because the Pleiadians are not the right fit for everybody. So there are several different entities or races which are involved in open contact, and the right one will connect with you, the one that's desiring to do so.
Okay, because they also have the desire to connect with you, right? You have the desire to connect with them. So it's a match and a fit that is connected.
Yeah, it's more of a joining as opposed to one going one way and one going the other and meeting up in the middle. It's kind of like we're both in both places.
Okay.
So we get that give and take, so to speak. And it's like a separate communication conduit is how I best explain it.
I would classify it as a synchronization.
There you go.
Okay.
Does that answer your question, Michael? I mean, don't be shy.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm thinking, other than Pleiadian, there are so many other things, many other star systems or many other things, right? Why you choose only mostly channel this or not channel the other things?
Well, Isabel channels probably close to a dozen different entities. I channel 4. Travis channels at least 5.
I open to more, so I'm mostly channeling different ET galactic races. So yes, the Taigetans, which are also Pleiadian, are one, and I have Yael, Sasani, and there's going to be a hybrid child coming in the future.
Right. So if you guys have any YouTube channel, can you just send out the link? I may check out.
In the chat right there, Ray just typed that, youtube.com at High Vibe channel.
Yeah, great. I see it.
Yep.
I see it.
And if you want to copy and paste, I have not publicly launched my channeling high vibe or channeling hybrid children yet, but that is coming.
Right.
So I guess I can kind of delete that one. But yeah, the hybrid children keep me very busy because I transcribe their sessions for upcoming literature.
So Michael, I suggest you start with the one at the top, the High Vibe channeling.
High Vibe channeling?
Yeah, and look for this particular episode, which is going to be published in a day or two,
Right. Right.
and then take a look at what else is in there. Okay, it will
Some
spark
more
your
channeling
imagination.
there is channeling from me in there as well. So
Mhm.
even when you don't have my YouTube channel, you actually can still watch some of the
Attracting
channelings in there.
attractingwisdom.com. What is it? Is a from or is a
So,
bird?
Michael,
Yes.
since you are learning how to connect,
Yes.
there's a free meditation on
Right.
attractingwisdom.com. So
Oh,
I
is it?
teach
Okay. Okay.
many, many, many people
Right.
how to connect with their heart and connect with their spirit guides.
Okay.
So, in connecting with their spirit guides, so connecting with ETs, right, or different levels of consciousness,
Right.
you still have to open up your heart. You still
Right.
have to learn
Right.
how to make that connection.
Right.
And so, this meditation is only like, it's like a guided meditation. It's like going on a journey,
Right.
but this is what I do for a living, right? So
Oh.
you're going to go under
Okay.
and you're going to connect with your heart. And then there's an assessment form right there
Right.
where I'm going to say, what did you feel? Did you feel an emotion? Did you feel peace? Did you feel heat? How were you before it? How were you
Right.
after? Because
Right.
what I'm doing is I'm linking your logic mind
Yeah.
to your heart.
My heart.
And then you can go more into different forms of meditation. But in order to connect and
Yeah.
channel spirit or extraterrestrials, right? You have to quiet the mind
Quiet mind.
and you have to be calm. You're going into a theta brainwave state.
Right.
So this would be a very nice, easy thing for you to do. Gentle, gentle,
And,
gentle. Very loving, very peaceful, very good. And then you can go into breath work. You can go into all sorts of things to learn the heart coherence. And if you're very scientific, I always recommend the new ones.
right.
If you can afford this, there's a little device, it's a biofeedback, and it's called Heart Math, like mathematician, Heart Math. And it gets you into a brainwave coherence with a biofeedback device. So the ones who are very analytical,
Yeah.
this is very nice because it's only 3 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, but it's getting you into the coherence for you to start to connect. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you see, there's a lot of resources,
Yeah.
Michael.
I saved those links. Yeah. I saved those links.
Yeah, but besides that, you are a scientific engineering mind, and I am an engineering mind.
Heartmath.com.
Yeah, it's a very big institute, and they've done a lot of work. And yeah, exactly,
Right.
right there.
And I
Michael,
highly recommend Isabel too.
Isabel. Okay.
Michael, something else to become a little more aware of is
Yeah.
your higher self.
Yeah. I mean, the higher self, spiritual guide. I have a spiritual guide, a higher self, or highest self. Is it is it that at the different realms or something?
Well, that's something that as you experience it, you're gonna know a lot
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
So it's good to take some of these things a little bit away from just the domain of logically mindful mind understandings to experiential. But all you need to do there is to start talking to your higher self and calling
self.
it to be coming more into your feeling states.
Feeling.
So you start feeling it. And it's important to make good connection with your higher self, because in reality, you can think of it as that is the overwhelming principle of what you really are in this existence.
Right.
Well said. And don't be shy if you have any questions. We are a safe platform for the exploration and development of gifts, personal gifts. So, you can go on, you can send us a message on high vibe channeling if you want, and we'll get back to you.
There's also the idea of combining both science and spirituality together. Just the kind of a step in the direction that I went, because that's why I was able to. That's where the information was basically coming from. Mixing scientific with spirituality, and the ET's able to channel it, and that's why the whole neural network thing is also combined with the actual spiritual stuff as well. So it's a combination of both.
I have to give an expression of gratitude to Michael because this subject is something that will serve a lot of people. And I think that this particular episode, we should do some postings and some blogs that reference, if nothing else, this part of the conversation where we have this interaction with Michael.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
If only there was a way to edit these things.
There is a way. Yeah.
Oh, what fun. What a way to spend a Sunday after our early evening.
Hey, Ray, an
Yes, ma'am.
easy way. I forgot how much I spend a month on it, but I use a software called CapCut. Some people like, I think it's Opius. I don't know. Anyways, but CapCut takes a Zoom file and puts it in snippets, 60 to 90, like for you.
Oh,
It uses AI. And let me tell you, whatever, if it's $10 or 50, I can't remember. I'm so sorry, Pumpkin. But you can cap, like a cap wearing a hat, cut like scissors. So it's cap cut, and then you can say what is other alternatives, and then you can do a side by side and see which one you like. They'll always give you a free trial, and you can see. I use cap cut myself because sometimes I have to I only have audio files with my sessions, and I think Opius only does video. But other than that, it is intuitive, and if you do use CapCut, you can always reach out to me and I can just show you the land.
cool.
How to
Yeah, because Luis had me get a hold of DaVinci. And
DaVinci is robust, and I love learning, but there's a lot of shit I have to learn. So I want intuitive software, and I used to design software. So if the interface is not made for idiots, I'm very disappointed in them.
Okay, well, we can touch base on this at another time.
The thing is that Ray has some resources with the DaVinci Resolve situation, but CapCut is very useful. And what can I say? There's reason to have both for me. There's certainly reason to have both.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
So and I there's ways of having a very simplistic interface for just doing basic edits on
Correct.
Resolve, and it's free. For the time being, maybe that also is a good thing. But CapCut is the next choice. I think, it really is probably more than $15 a month now, I think.
Yeah, it could be. And
yeah.
I'll tell you what, it offers a lot more than the Opius software. And I did look at DaVinci back in the day, Lewis, and I was just like, but you're an engineer.
DaVinci is a software that can take you all the way to Hollywood. Okay?
Yes.
And in fact,
yes.
it's used.
And it was just like,
and it has color correction that you can, you can't even imagine, so it's got tons of stuff.
yeah.
The sound processor, the Fairlight thing on DaVinci is the same thing. It can do what a studio will do to produce a recording of a known artist. It can do that.
Wow.
That's how fancy it could be. but it has very simplistic interfaces, or you can just focus on that and do things remarkably well and edit just like CapCut. CapCut, you can edit using the transcript, the audio. You can also do it that way. DaVinci has that and AI and a few other things as well, because they all need to do that nowadays. If they don't do that,
Yeah.
they put themselves out of business.
I'm looking
But
forward to
CapCut
learning.
has some very unique things for TikTokers in particular, or the short things that you're talking about, for sure.
Well,
Anyway,
I like this. I think you're right, Lewis. Michael, so many humans are awakening. So what the spirit team has been telling me, like, maybe it was, time is wonky for me. But anyways, it was like 1,000, but now it's really kind of exponentially growing. So it's going to go faster and faster and faster.
Isabel, the last time I was here with you, I don't know, it was maybe 2 months ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And things have changed so much.
Yeah.
It's just crazy,
It's crazy.
Glad to
It's
be
so-
part of it.
It's so crazy. Oh, and then one more thing, since I don't connect with you guys often. So the Sasanis came to me in a session for one of our team members, Liz. So she worked with me, and they said, "Hey, we want you to write." So sometimes they'll turn on me. So like I'll work it with the client, and then they'll turn on me, and they're like, "Isabel, we see resistance in you," and I'm like, resistance. I'm like, oh my God, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? And they said, we want you to write the manual. And I went, so my human self, I was like, I can't get away with jack shit. Jack shit. So I wrote the Tiny Awakening Manual, and I don't have the book right next to me, but it's all cartoons. And it's all and there's a glossary, but it's all ascension or awakening. Like you're dizzy, you're nauseous, you feel no longer satisfied.
Oh,
So it's
cool.
all around that. You hear a high-pitched tone. Do you know how many humans said to me, "Oh my God, Isabel, I hear a high-pitched tone. What is that? What is that?" I'm like, "It's your guides. Stop, listen, acknowledge," right? But nobody teaches you this, right? The dream drop. How many have you? Oh my God, I had a dream. Da, 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 what does it mean, right? Or I'm hearing a song. I'm hearing a song. Like, right? So I'm letting my teachers and healers know that I created this book so that they can go to their new ones, right? And say, here's this book.
Nice.
Yeah. And then it has like the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, and what are the Sasanis and Bashar, and what's a Kundalini awakening. And so it's got that little glossary, and it's written with a sense of humor.
right.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I've read a sample of your writing, and if I ever see any more, I'm going to make sure that I see that too. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll put it in the High Vibe group. I'll just put the link to the Amazon, and
Right.
I think I have a little video where I show you the book. And really, it's for you guys, so that you don't have to be filled with those questions over and over.
When you wonder what's happening to me.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know it doesn't sound exactly the way that people might interpret it, but yeah, Isabel sent me a wonderful kiss. Which was a nice piece of writing, by the way.
You're welcome.
And thanks again for everyone for coming and joining us on this.
I began the entirety of Awakening probably before 2023, but then I started vocally channeling in 2023.
Lucky us.
You're moving fast.
Well, my oldest video on my channel goes all the way back to June, July of 2023.
Yes, that is very fast, Travis.
Very fast.
That is very fast. Yeah.
Also, a lot of
Thank you, David.
visitations I had. There,
Bye, David.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go too. Lovely seeing you all. Thank you for the invite, really. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And I'm sure we'll be in touch.
Well, you gave
And-
me a couple of reasons that I should connect with you at some point
Yes.
soon.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
definitely
you.
some reasons to connect.
Well, we're going to go ahead and close
Thank
out the
you.
meeting then.
Thank you. We're going to
Thank
close out the
you.
meeting. Thank you,
Thank you all.
everybody.
Thank
Nice
you.
having you here,
Thank you
Michael.
for coming, Michael, and
Christiana, Anna,
participating
as
Yeah.
and sharing.
always. Lovely.
Sure.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All of you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Thank you.